Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to be updating two of the deck lists I posted in the channel. So in the past, I posted a video on my main Sky Striker deck list and a video on my N&R Rarity Festival deck list. In today's video, I'm going to be showing off the updated versions. So for starters, my Sky Striker deck list still plays Effect Veiler. It's a versatile hand trap that can negate monster effects, and it has this new utility where I could use it for Selene, and I could use it with Hulky Fibrax and Selene to go into Access Code Talker. It's an amazing combo that can really finish off games if I perform it properly. I'll explain it more later. I obviously use Triple XC, easily one of the best cards in the game. I have no idea why the hell this isn't banned, and if there's a thing that I'm going to recommend to players is to get 3 of these immediately, because it's simply a card that you're going to run in literally any deck, because it allows you to draw a card for each time the opponent special summons, and this is Yu-Gi-Oh!, so the opponent is going to special summon a lot, or they're going to just stop your whole turn just so you don't draw cards. It's insane. Ash Blossom negates Maxi and other stuff that draws or searches. Ray is obviously amazing. It can bring Link 1 monsters via quick effect and special summon herself from the graveyard. Rose can also special summon herself from the graveyard, and she can special summon herself from the hand too if you summon Ray or any Sky Striker monster. Then I run to Gameciel. So Gameciel is a kaiju, meaning that I can tribute one of my opponent's monsters and then to special summon it into their side of the field. Because Gameciel has the lowest attack points out of all kaijus, this is easily the best one. And another thing that Gameciel can do for me, is that if I have Gameciel in my opponent's side of the field and I happen to open 2 Gameciel in my starting hand, I can special summon the other one, which can allow me to get extra value. Monster Reborn can just summon anything from either player's graveyards. Upstart Goblin just draws a card. Reinforcements of the Army just fetches Ray or Rose. Terraforming fetches out Area 0. And then there's Pot of Avarice, which is an amazing card because if I have 5 monsters in my graveyard, or at least 5 I mean, I can shuffle them back into either my extra deck or main deck, depending on what type of monsters they are. And if I manage to do that, I can draw 2 cards, which is insane. Obviously, I still run Engage, because Engage is just a +1 in card advantage, with a search and a draw. Afterburners is monster removal, Gemming Waves is spell and trap removal, and they can both act as each other too if you have 3 or more spells in the graveyard. Lightning Storm is a board wipe. Area 0 combos really well with Ray and is just a value generating machine. Module just is obviously broken too, like multi-roll, just lets you gain a ton of advantage out of the graveyard, and can even send Area 0 from the field to the graveyard in order to activate its effect to special summon a Sky Striker monster from the deck. Hornet Drone special summons a token. Widow Anchor negates a monster effect that can even steal it. Shark Cannon can special summon the monster from an opponent's graveyard or banish it if I don't have enough spells in my graveyard. Instant Impermanence is just a better Effect Veiler unless I can do combos that require Hulky Fibrax and stuff. Kagari is even better thanks to Pot of Avarice that can shuffle her back into the extra deck, and she can just bring a spell that is from the Sky Striker archetype from my graveyard into the hand when I special summon her. Shizuku can search, and it's a really good way to just reduce the power of all my opponent's monsters. Hayate can attack directly. Kaina exists. Hulky Fibrax is really powerful because it's a Link 2 monster that requires 2 monsters, including a tuner, such as Ash Blossom or Effect Veiler, and when he's summoned, I can bring a level 3 or lower tuner monster from my hand or deck into the defense position, summon straight back into the field. So I can summon Ash Blossom or Effect Veiler. And I usually will go for Effect Veiler because of Celine. Because when Celine is link summoned, I place spell counters on her equal to the amount of spells in the field and in the graveyards. And by removing 3 spell counters from her, I can special summon a spellcaster type monster from my graveyard, like Effect Veiler. And she does require a spellcaster type monster to be link summoned, like Effect Veiler. So, Effect Veiler is not even a card that I want in my hand. I just want it to be in my deck so I can fetch it out of the deck with Hulky Fibrax and then revive it with Celine. And then, thanks to Celine and Effect Veiler, I can summon Access Code Talker. But before that, we also have Zeke, which was my win con last time, but nowadays I just run one copy because Zeke is just removal temporarily, and I guess she can pump up herself, and she does have the neat interaction with Area Zero, but she's not much more than that. Nightmare Unicorn is spot removal by spinning, which is amazing. Brawl Sword Dragon can be on one card OTK, a Palooza is negate, and then Access Code Talker is amazing, because it can be a ginormous beatstick that has over 5,000 attack points if you do the Celine, Hulky Fibrax, and Effect Veiler combo. And it's also removal, where you can banish a link monster from graveyard to destroy anything on the field. Any monster on the field. Oh, and by the way, this is not once per turn either, so you can just wipe out your opponent's whole field. And Access Code Talker can even banish monsters in your field if you somehow don't have enough link monsters in the graveyard. Plus, it just has over 5,000 attacks, so this can easily finish off games, and it's just amazing. So all around, I feel like this is a much better version of the deck list that I ran before. So yeah, in the next video, I'll be showing off my Metal Foes deck list that I use in the N and R Rarity Festival, which is this one right here. Bye.